Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. It's another show a day until this thing goes away. You know what? Since this thing started, it seems just like every day is a freaking weekend. Huh? Come on.
Everyone's watching to see what you do. Everyone's looking at you. Oh,
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Come out tonight.
Nice.
Everyone's trying
Coming in real thick there, Teddy. I like it.
to get it right. Everybody now. Everybody's working for the weekend.
Ah, yes. Thank you to the both of you for listening. It's another All Over the Road New Orleans. Live on Facebook, live on YouTube, live in your bathrooms.
Every day's a weekend. Every day.
Every day's a weekend here. This is Victor Del Giorno here along with Ted
Especially
Sepper.
for those 22 million people are looking for unemployment wages now.
Yep.
But yeah,
Nicholas Bobo,
every day,
Nicholas
they
Bobo.
just roll together, don't they?
Yeah, they just it's Groundhog Day. You know, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's Groundhog Day.
That's about it.
Nicholas Vobel's up
Yeah.
there.
How we doing,
Yep.
America?
And then we've got our special guest today is Jimmy Murphy from the podcast, The Murph Cast. The Murph
All right.
Cast.
Hello, Victor.
Hey
Good
there,
to see you.
Jim.
Jimmy and I
Thanks for
went
having
to-
me on. I appreciate it.
Well, we want to help you. Jimmy went to high school with me over at Rolling Meadows, the high school that Jimmy Garoppolo went to, the pride of Rolling Meadows, the quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. He went there.
Go
Are you
Stangs.
kidding me?
Oh yeah, the Mustangs. Yeah. Now
Wow.
we've been doing the mustache challenge, and
Mhm.
Teddy's
Let's see.
yours looks fantastic. Can we get up there close on Teddy's?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
And well, it's and you
Wow,
got
Teddy.
beautiful. It's coming in so thick and luscious.
I was
Eh.
feeling, because you were been showing off your mustache every day, and it was coming through nice, and bold, and mine was just like, just couldn't even see it. So I went to the drugstore and I bought some stuff, and I think it's really, just 24 hours ago. Look how much it's improved.
Yeah, it's
It's
a little
plush. It's
Yeah.
really-
Yeah, it's like
Add a
lip,
little more color and everything.
it's
yeah.
like lip Rogaine is what it is. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see yours, Vic. Let's see what you got. There we go.
I want to thank all my friends in the hood. If you saw my picture on Facebook, I went in the hood yesterday and visited some of my peeps. I broke quarantine. Do we got that picture? Is that something? Let's get that
I
picture
can
up.
get
in
it.
the-
One sec.
Yesterday, I broke quarantine. Went to see some of my buddies in the hood, and we had a
I
great
saw
old
that
time.
picture. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great old time. I wanted to thank everybody for joining us
Mm-hmm.
yesterday, especially our folks down the bayou when we went to downtown Wuhan and went shopping at the wet market. We got a great response. People, oh man, there's people out there looking for them. They want to eat a mongoose. There's a picture right there. Me and my people.
Boys, you peeps.
Yeah,
Y'all decided to just do some hood rat stuff and just hang
Yeah.
out.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. I mean, we said the heck with it. We said the
Where's
heck
that?
with
Like,
it.
is that Ninth Ward or where is that? I mean,
That was Central City. By
Central
the
City.
Melphamine,
Okay.
the Melphamine
Yeah.
Project. Yeah, Central City.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, we had that going for us. And now a little bit later, Ted, aren't we going to do a live cut in over at the Tabernacle? What's the name of that church?
Oh yeah, it's called Life Tabernacle Church. It's just outside of Baton Rouge in an area called Central, and this church has gotten a lot of national attention because of the pastor. His name is Tony Spell, and since the stay-at-home order came out, a month or so ago now, like we said, all the days are rolling together. I don't even know
Yes,
how long it's
they
been.
are.
But he's refused to shut down his church. He's been having services continuously, and it's a very large church, 1,300 people. So all over the road has, I really can't go into detail, but we've planted a camera in the church. I mean,
What's going on with your
I
mustache?
didn't do this personally, but we'll just leave it there. So
What's
we're gonna
What's going on with your mustache? There you go. Fix that, will you?
stuff I bought.
It's
I don't
okay. It still looks good.
Okay,
So we
got
have a camera.
We have a
Yeah,
camera.
we have a camera in the church, and hopefully we'll be able to take a peek and see what's going on this Saturday afternoon.
So let's take a peek in right now.
No.
Okay.
No,
You wanna,
Okay.
not yet.
Well,
Okay.
yet.
Never mind.
No, it's too good.
that's Benny Hinn right there. That's
Now,
yeah.
normally when you hear this music,
Yeah.
That's our hard hitting, in your face news music, and usually we got announcer guy. But Nick, you have an update on the announcer guy. What's going on?
Yeah, he called me last night actually and told me he wasn't feeling so good. And just talking through with him, I said, how you feeling? What's going on? He's like, I just got, I've had this little cough and just feeling a little worn out, and my bones and my joints, they got these little pains and aches, and my nose is a little stuffy, but it's still kind of runny at the same time. I've got a little diarrhea, definitely got fever, and I told him, I said, that sounds a lot like pretty much all the symptoms for the coronavirus, COVID-19. And so he actually went to go get tested today. So we'll see in about 5 days, what's actually going on with the announcer, man.
And then he said something about having a black stool. And of course,
like a tar. He referred to it as like a tar type consistency.
And when we had Keith on the other day, your friend Keith, he said that's bad when you got a black stool. Teddy, I can't get over that freaking mustache.
Any way you look at it, black stool and the diarrhea, not a good deal. Not a good combination. So it's better to the announcer guy take a few days, a few weeks, however long it takes. He evidently was exposed to some droplets somewhere. I don't know. So
hey, look, all our friends down the bayou are back. Tommy's on.
Oh man,
Chad Knockhand's on. Damien's on. I think we got some lifetime fans there, and we love you people.
I mean, look, those people down on the bayou, the DTB people are special people.
Oh yeah,
there's no doubt. You work down there and live down there, so you know firsthand. And we all know people from down there, and every time Tommy's on, of course they're on the program and participating. So now they're like regular. I love it.
Look at his mustache, man.
Tommy says, "Share the show. The show.
Share the show. If you like the show, share the show. If you hate the show, share the show."
Yeah. If you hate the show, then share the show.
All right, we're gonna talk to Murph here in a second about his podcast, the Murphcast. But before we do, okay. I want to thank everybody for making my editorial last week a huge success. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to take credit for turning this country around, but you know what? By golly, I think I did. I think I turned around the whole country. When I did that editorial, I told people, look, think for yourselves. Don't lay down. Obviously, it worked. Yeah. Let me tell you what's going on here in New Orleans. All right? People are saying enough's enough. All the people that were really, and look, and everybody's still being safe and they're being responsible. Yeah. But they're saying, you know what? We're not going down like this. No. If we want to go to the park, we're going to the park. If we want to go here, we're going here. We're going to go enough of this oppression. And I want to thank you, America, and thank you, the New Orleans metropolitan area, for heeding my special editorial, which was, I think it was spot on. I don't know. I thought
it was definitely inspiring.
And you notice just a couple days after the editorial that President Trump came out with his 3-phase plan. So obviously the whole editorial got to him somehow.
Well, he called me. He called me.
Okay, I didn't know if it was direct or what. I don't know
he called me
about it.
President Trump
called you. That explains it. Yeah.
You're having some problems with your mustache, Ted.
We'll go back to that.
I asked him if I could record the conversation. But he didn't allow me to do that. So that's kind of what happened.
Well, yeah, it's good. But I haven't heard anything on Louisiana. Have y'all about the Governor Edwards?
I think it's May 15th is what he's suggesting. But then again, I think the local, like Jefferson Parish, is thinking about doing something different. I don't know. I think that the cat's out the freaking bag. It's whatever someone wants to do. But
Mayor, I was going to say Mayor Cantrell has already said May 15th. It's extended, right? Yeah. And then what is she's talking about? Okay, looking ahead, Saints, football season, Saints football. No fans in the stands.
Let me tell you something. They will burn down the city if there's no Saints football. They will burn the city down. I'm telling you that's not going to fly. That's not
No.
gonna fly. She's stepping in it. Every time she turns around, she's stepping in it. So,
Yeah, I think she's on the verge of it.
All the festivals are canceled.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Take me back. Hustling's not my style, baby.
Yeah.
My hometown. Yeah.
Take me back to Chicago.
That's right.
It was so
That's right.
blessed, where my life was free and easy. Remember me at my best. Take me back to Chicago, where my music was all I had.
Take me back.
I
Take me
tried
back.
to be as good as I could, and sometimes it made me sad.
We got a lot of fans in Chicago. We do. I
Back
kid.
to Chicago.
Come on, everybody. One more time.
Chicago.
Oh, yes. Take me back to Chicago. And we are going live to Chicago right now to Jim Murphy.
Yeah, Jim.
The Murph Cast. Jim.
Hello.
How you doing,
Thanks for
baby?
having me on, Vic.
Now, Jim and I,
This
we
is
went to
great.
school. We went to school together, and
All right.
we played on the freshman basketball team. It was the C team. Am I correct? We were supposed to.
That was correct.
You were like a swing player, though. You got to play some A and B, though, didn't you?
I was on the A team, mostly rode the bench, and I don't ever remember playing a second in any one of the A games. Never,
Okay,
ever.
yeah. They didn't even invite me to an A game. They didn't invite me. I wasn't even invited to an A game. We had 3 basketball teams my freshman year, A, B, and C, and I was on the C team, and I couldn't even break. I couldn't even break the
You're-
line up there.
Probably lucky to be there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like the Mustang.
I had the
The
best
Mustang.
seat. I had the best seat in the house to all the A games. It was great.
Yeah.
And remember, we used to read the newspaper at the end of the bench and all that goofy stuff. But
Yep.
Jim has a podcast that he's restarting. It's called the Murph Cast, and so we want to do a couple things. We want to help maybe let people know about the Murph Cast, and give them a little hand here. And then of course
Sure.
Murph and I are the same age. We're let's put it this way, we're a bit over 50, and Murph has he's never been married. He has no kids, and we'd like to know if there's any eligible gals out there that might want to go have a cup of tea with
Send them
Jim.
all, Vic.
Yeah,
Send them all. Send them all.
I mean, what's
Yeah.
wrong with having a cup of tea? Yeah, look
Yeah,
at Damien.
cup of tea.
Damien is trolling at his best.
Yeah.
What could be wrong?
Yeah.
What could be wrong?
Nuts.
Look at
Oh,
this one right here.
like,
What kind of a schmuck does
Allen
a podcast
Iverson
on a
style.
Saturday?
That's funny.
Send them all the Murphcast. Send them
Yeah.
all the Murphcast.
Well,
Uh,
listen, Murph. So, are you against long distance relationship? Because one of those nice women from the DTB might be, interested in you. Would you be against that? I mean, it's Chicago to Louisiana is 1,000 miles or so. Is that okay?
Not at all. Not at all. That'd be great
Okay.
too. The more
All
the
right.
merrier. More the
Now-
merrier.
Now, look, Jim, down the bayou here is called Lafourche Parish. We don't have counties here. We have parishes.
Okay.
And Lafourche Parish is down the bayou. I mean, these are, and let me tell you this about the gals down there. The gals down there, they're good to their men. They're very, very loyal. Very loyal. They're very loyal
Yeah.
until they're not.
Until they're not loyal.
Right.
Loyal is good.
Until they're
Loyal is good.
And if you like to eat,
Good quality.
I mean, I'm assuming you do. Boy,
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
know
absolutely.
how to cook. Woo.
Yeah,
They
there's
know
some-
how to cook.
Okay, now apparently
That would work for me.
Hebert
Food
said
is
there's
good.
a Heidi that's available. You think maybe we could get a picture? Hey, Nick, see if you can get us a picture. I'm talking about Nick Aber. If you got a picture of Heidi, text it or send it over to us. And maybe
Yeah.
we can get it on the show. Okay, so in a little bit we're going to check in with a live service with Pastor Tony Spell over at the Tabernacle. But now here he is, Jim Murphy. Let's talk a little bit about your podcast. It's called the Murph Cast, right? And you went on yesterday.
Just Murphcast. Just Murphcast.
And you went on yesterday and kind of gave everybody your plan. Okay, I'm going to do this, and that is what I'm going to be on, And what I was impressed with, and of course, we've got a lot of our people interacting right now on Facebook, was the amount of traffic that you had as far as people making comments. So you've got to follow them. You got people there waiting for you to do a show, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, how it all started is about 10 years or so ago, I went back to school, went back to Harper College in Palatine. I think you remember that.
Oh, yeah.
And they had the radio station there. And I was always told, I had the great radio voice and all that kind of stuff. And in my former employer, I used to do the delay announcements,
Mhm.
thank you for calling here. Currently all of this are waiting. So I heard on the station, a couple kids were doing a commercial, and they were looking for on-air personalities with no prior experience. So I went,
Perfect.
all right, I think I can do that. And then went in and had this 18-year-old kid interview me, and he's shaking like a leaf, like, well, why do you want to do this? And I went, well, I've always wanted to give this a try. So he says, can you start 8 o'clock Monday morning? I said, doing what? And he said, having a show. You can do your own show.
Mm.
And I went, okay, I think I can do that. So I did that for a couple of years.
Hell yeah.
And it was great. I had guests on. And the thing I like about it, of course, this, Vic, when you have your own show, you're like, you can have the guests, you can do what you want. So I just started calling people up, and I saw one guy a blues guy on WGN here. And I just said, all right, I want that guy on the show. So anyway, along the way, I thought, well, I got to get this online and all this. So at some point, the name just came to me. I didn't know how it came to me, but I just said, I think I'll call it Murphcast. And I quickly got that on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter. Got a website for it. So I got away from it for a while. But how I came back to it now was, during all this pandemic stuff, you see all these people, all these broadcasters and journalists at home, talking into their laptops. And it just kind of leveled the playing field for me. And I went,
Light bulb.
I think I can do that. So I fired up the old, Facebook page and turned on the Go Live. And you saw the one the other day, Vic. I was a little rusty, but I came around. So that's where I'm at now.
And we had a session. I gave you some friendly tips. We had a little session, you and I, and
which I appreciate.
Now, look, the most importantly right now is, we were talking about this Heidi down the bayou, this woman that may or may not be available. I mean, and Cody is saying that she just needs someone to watch her kids so she can finish her camper. Finish her camper. What is she building, a camper?
She might be modifying one. I don't know.
Those girls down the bayou, they're very handy. I mean, you want a camper built? Build your camper.
Yeah.
That is too funny.
Okay, now
I could do that, sure.
Yeah, right.
So
But the thing, Murph, with webcasts,
I'll think about it.
You're right. Anybody, you got a laptop, an internet connection, a microphone, you can go on, online and broadcast. I mean, that's just as simple it is. But here all over the road, we're trying to raise that bar, as you can tell. I mean, we have a professional broadcast going on here. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we're raising the bar for webcasters for like yourself. We're putting the pressure on you guys. To come up with content.
That's why I appreciate you having me on. I mean, this is the big time. I've arrived now being on this show.
I don't know about that.
There's nothing
Literally
better than this.
maybe hundreds of views.
Yeah, this could ruin you, actually. I mean,
but I don't know if you got a host that the president calls. I don't know where you go from there. So come on,
And when I was doing this before the first time, I had much more of a setup. I had the laptop. I had a good microphone, a Newman microphone, and I wanted everything to sound great. And the great golden pipes into the microphone and all that. And then I thought, well, I didn't have, not that I don't have time to do it, but I thought, just to do it this time, I thought I'll just try to do this quick and easy here and turn on the Go Live, and I guess we'll call it a webcast.
I watched the beginning of your webcast. So you were furloughed off a job just not too long ago. What did you do for a living? What were you doing?
Well, actually, haven't been furloughed. Actually, I'm just on vacation right now. So I'm not sure what the what the future holds there. But my job right now is I am a patient transporter at Northwest Community Hospital in Arlington Heights. Vic, I think you're familiar. You remember that hospital?
Oh yeah.
So I've been doing that, for 6 years. It's very rewarding work. I enjoy it a lot, and as you can imagine, it's a little challenging right now. So I had the opportunity to take a couple weeks off, so I've been away for a little while. But I'm not sure what'll happen when I go back. So
Yeah.
what also leads to the webcast, if that doesn't pan out any longer, maybe I'm gonna look for something else to do here
fall
in the very
back on.
near future.
Why?
Yep.
Hey, Vic and Nick, why are people requesting we play some Creed? Am I missing something here?
I think
I
it's
don't
just
know, but I
one
can
of those
tell
bands that
that
everybody loves.
I can tell that they like my haircut.
Yeah.
They
What's
can
the deal?
tell. I'm kind
Yeah,
of
you're like
cleaned
the
up
only
today.
guy who's getting a quarantine haircut.
Well,
Like, how'd you pull that off?
I got connections.
Me too.
Yeah.
I got
really
connections. So
Well, I've had
anyway,
a couple too, though. My wife, I've forced my wife to cut my hair.
Now, Cody has a question for us. He says, "What are your thoughts on duck hunting with trannies?" And he's asking for a friend.
Yeah.
I think it's fine, and it's okay.
as long as they can shoot.
Oh, what? Key word there's duck hunting with, not for trannies.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I would
with-
say it's whatever you want to do, I guess.
All right,
you
well,
know.
we're gonna play him a Creed record before the show's over. We'll play a little Creed record. Now Facebook's
Yeah, but
gonna
that's
yell
kind
at
of
us.
insulting,
Facebook's
though.
gonna yell at us for playing
What
it,
does
but
that
we'll do it
say?
anyway.
Play some music. Remember, Vic, we worked for a guy that said, "Shut up and play some music."
Yeah,
It was
I mean,
kinda-
Damien sounds like one of my old
kind of
program
ridiculous.
directors.
Yeah, I mean, what's going on? I don't know.
Okay. So
Well-
so anyway, I think it's great. I mean, Jimmy's a very nice guy. He does very nice things in the way he works. He's looking for a gal. Now, I don't know if Jim, have you ever heard of a FEMA trailer?
I have not. Tell me.
After Katrina, there were a lot
Yeah.
of people that had to stay in these FEMA trailers. And they
Right.
were issued by the government. And what happened was if you were issued a FEMA trailer, they didn't want it back. So
No.
it was like your responsibility to keep it. And so I guess Heidi has a FEMA trailer that she's got fixed up pretty nice.
Hey,
We're still waiting on a pic of Heidi so we can show it to Jim. Okay, so we still got Jim on the program. In the meantime, what I want to do is, do we have that clip where we can go live over at Faith Tabernacle?
Yes, we do.
There's a live service taking place right now. Now, this is the guy that's got a church of 1,200 people, and they've been holding services and going against the grain, which I give him credit for. But things are kind of getting maybe a little out of hand over there. But let's see. We're going to pull up a clip. We got a camera there live right now. We're going to put it on the screen. Teddy, right? You want to set this up?
Well, yeah, I just want to also let me preface this and say for anybody watching, viewing, don't repeat what you see here because we don't want this getting out, so to speak. You know what I mean?
This is exclusive content.
I
Yeah.
know it kind of contradicts like don't share the program, share the program, but
This
you
is-
know what I mean? I don't know whatever.
is
But
real
anyway,
stuff.
this is real stuff. Are we going to put it up?
Yeah. Here we go.
Working on it.
Video, so we'll talk about it. Life Tabernacle Church. You may have seen it on the news. Church right outside of Baton Rouge.
Here it is, here it is. Here it is, Teddy.
There you go. Yeah, and so he's refused to shut down during the stay-at-home order throughout the state and other states, of course. He's continuing to have services every Sunday. Last I heard is 1,300 to 1,400 people attending the services. Unfortunately, he did have an usher who was diagnosed and actually passed away.
Well, let's hear the song. Can we turn the volume up?
Yeah.
Sure.
This is coming from their service live, ladies and gentlemen, via satellite.
Nothing wrong with me. 3, nothing wrong with me. 4, nothing wrong with me. 1, something's got to give. 2, something's got to give. 3,
Oh, baby.
something's got to give. Now! Let the body hit the floor.
There you go.
Let the body
Look at that.
hit the floor. Let the body hit the
Wow.
Let the body hit the floor.
Man, they're
And
having
he's
church
saving
over
these
there.
people, right?
As a Jehovah's Witness, I'm offended.
They're not letting it.
Well,
They're loving this down the bayou.
Oh,
Hey, if you guys got a camera in Heidi's trailer, let's see it. We definitely want to see it. So,
Wow.
we do.
so there it is. That's what's going on at
Back
Faith
to they've had a
Tabernacle.
miracle.
That's the Reverend Tony Snell. Live
Yeah.
and active. All right, let's.
Yeah, he's got a video on YouTube. He's
Helping
asking everybody to give their stimulus check to him.
Yeah.
If you don't have any use for it, I suppose,
Did you see what Unbelievable. Did you see what Ross said? Ross said, these guys are trying to pull a fast one on us. That looks like Benny Hinn.
I don't know. No, that's the guy in Baton Rouge. That's
That's
Pastor
Tony
Spell.
Spell, you idiots. What the heck's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Man.
All I can say is that's a secret deal we got going there. You go here, just refresh
What'd you
that.
think of that, Jimmy? What'd you think of that?
I don't
There
know.
you go. There you
Jimmy,
go.
would you like that?
That's
Good,
all
good
Only
to see
the
he's doing
hard-hitting
well.
facts from this program, okay?
That's how we do it, Murph. Down in Louisiana, up in Chicago, people are more sophisticated. I get it.
Well, we are.
Probably hard to relate to that.
All right, Jim. Now listen.
I've seen
Listen.
Benny Hinn, and there used to be a guy. What was the guy in Indiana? There was a guy, Ernest Ainsley, for a while there. Wasn't there a guy? Vic, do you remember that guy? I don't know. It was a long time ago, but yeah, kind of like Benny Hinn.
Could have
A little
the same
The
cloth,
best
huh?
guy was that Peter Popoff guy. He was a real.
Oh,
He
yeah.
had he had the Miracle Spring Water and all that kind of stuff. But I mean,
He's still around. The guy's still around.
Yeah.
With the little earpiece. Talking to people. Remember that he got exposed? I think on 2020 or something. Yeah.
Okay, now Jim, listen. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little time right now to do your pitch for a gal. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what kind of gal you're looking for and what kind of guy you are. And we're gonna set you up with a South Louisiana gal, a girl from down the bayou. She'll be able to cook, clean. Let me tell you something. She'll clean that trailer. That trailer will be spotless. Spotless trailer. They'll get on their hands and knees and scrub. I mean, they know how to cook. They clean. They're the whole, ball of wax. They're the total package. Okay, so go ahead and give us a pitch of why you South of Fushua.
Any girl you have, Vic. I'm available. I'm nice. I'm nice, right?
Very
that,
nice. Very nice.
Nice, too nice for my own good and all that kind of stuff. So,
personality. Yeah.
He's got a nice haircut.
Absolutely.
He used to have a mop
look
in
at
high
that.
school. He had a big old afro in high school. He had a bunch of hair.
Did it myself. What do you think about that?
It's
Got out the
very-
clippers. So,
Very nice, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Very
So
nice.
if there's
Fresh.
maybe that would leave out all the hairstylists. I don't know. If you got any of those down there, but so.
Cody wants
But
to know.
Vic, I'll leave it.
Cody wants to
I'll
know if
leave
you
it
know how
to
to
you.
skin a nutria. Do you know how to skin a nutria, Jim?
I do not. I do
All right,
not.
well,
Vic.
We
What-
hook
what
you
is
up with a South Lafourche woman. She's going to
There's
teach you how to
more
skin
than
a
one
nutria. You'll be skinning nutrias and everything else.
You can tell
guy
I
gets
am
it.
so not. I am so not from the bayou. Can you tell that? Can you tell
Well,
that?
you'll enjoy it down there. As a matter of fact, when all this is over, we're going to have you in. We're going to do a show, and I'm going to take you down the bayou personally, and we're going to
Look at that.
introduce you to some ladies. Okay. All right. In the meantime, tell them about your podcast, where they can hear, where they can find it, and if you have a Facebook. Okay, lay it on us.
Okay, it is the podcast is Murphcast. It is on Facebook, also on Twitter, and there's a Murphcast on Twitter. I'm just Murphcast, so make sure you go to that one. But it's going to be once a week, not very long, maybe about 8 to 10 minutes, just to hold your interest. But it's whatever's going on in the world, storytelling, all that kind of stuff. And, I'm getting back into it, and I'm getting better every time I do one of these. So come and join me. And I hope you enjoy the show when you see it.
Jim, you had me at hello, buddy. You had me at hello.
Yeah.
Jim Murphy, one of my old school chums and the host of Murphcast. Check it out. Now be sure to share this with all your peeps, okay, Jim? The fact that you were appearing
Absolutely.
on the show here. All right,
I love All Over the Road. I love the show. Actually, I watched the New Year's Eve show. That's when I saw the first one, which was great. And I appreciate you having me on, Vic. This has been great.
Well, you're a fine fella. And, I'm telling you, these guys down the bayou, they're gonna be lining up the girls for you because they know a nice guy and everything. And so there he is,
Very
Jim
good.
Murphy, ladies and gentlemen.
Very nice to meet you,
All right.
Jim.
Thanks a lot, Vic.
We'll talk
Take care,
later. Okay,
Jim.
we'll talk
Have a
later.
great rest of the show.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, tell you, these guys down the bayou have just made today's show an absolute pleasure. Want to thank Ross and Cody and Tommy and Damian, all you guys down there doing the troll. We really do appreciate it. And of course, I guess, today somehow has given me kind of a new vigor. I mean, you got to admit it, guys, we hit a point this week where things are starting to come unraveled. Is that not true?
Oh, after 14
Yeah.
shows, you just kind of start like you're spinning your wheels consecutively, and
But
yeah, you're begging people to just jump in and say anything. Like, I don't care what people say in the comment section. It's generally going to be funny. So just,
well, let's be honest, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. A lot of the drama was behind the scenes.
yeah, no one knew.
Amongst the three of us, and then
Yeah, a lot of turmoil.
And I was
and-
creating it. I was creating the drama. I'll take full responsibility for that. First
Yeah.
from the top. I was
It was
having
kind of
a bad
and
week.
it was a roller coaster. It was an up and down. It was and all over. It's hard to, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm better now. I'm better now.
He's better now.
And
I
that
don't know,
mustache is
But look, the bottom line is, and this is what we we're talking about. We just tell the audience, whoever you may be, that the whole life of this and future of this program, this show, this podcast depends on you. And if you don't share it, and it doesn't move on to the next person who shares it, and it just keeps happening, it's just going to go away. And I mean, that's just how, that's not just for this podcast. That's for all podcasts.
That's right.
For all online activity. It's all really depends on who shares it. And so, like these guys down on the DTB, man, you guys are doing awesome. Look at how that, but we have to go past that. We have to keep going.
Yeah.
So
I want to get to St. Charles Parish and Tangipahoa and
Exactly.
I was gonna do my.
we're gonna take it one parish at a time. Tell me, think about that.
I mean, we do our best to get the content, to put the guests on, and we're open to guest suggestions, whatever, all the time, and so we're doing all that. So that's what we're asking the audience to do: share freely.
Please share the
Yeah, do whatever you can to
save.
get your top fan
Yeah.
badge, like Ross Jambon, John Bon.
The
Yeah, thank
podcast.
you. We got some good comments there.
Oh, great comment. The podcast you save could very well be your own. Okay, so
Right.
you know, what more can I say? What more can I say? I want to thank all of our folks. We want to be sure to keep the announcer guy in your prayers as he tries to recover from the COVID. But I understand he's got COVID-18. I don't know how you get 18. How you do that?
He could have 20 already. We don't know.
I thought it was more like maybe 20, but
He
who
could
knows?
be in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, real soon we'll be able to go to our houses of worship, from what I understand. Can't wait for that day. We're going to be doing a little something with the youth at Lakeview tomorrow night, live on Zoom. It's a little murder mystery. Yours truly is playing a rich banker. We'll see how that goes. Keep you in your prayers.
yeah.
But we are doing a
All
show
that.
tomorrow, though. We are doing a show tomorrow. We want you all to
3
come back
p.m. Yeah.
all over the road, New Orleans. A presentation.
Keep the cards and letters coming, please.
A presentation of goldpricesnow.com and
Right.
CoinTrader Inc. Thanks for checking us out. I want to thank Jimmy and all the people down the bayou. We love you guys.
Thank you. Cody, Nick, Tommy, Darian.